Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Joy of Puzzles. I have for you today a puzzle titled The Neighbors. It was published in 2011 by CEACO. Their website is not real informative about the company itself. About all I could get from them is that they have been around since 1987 and they are headquartered in Newton, Massachusetts. I did put up a link for their Facebook page and their homepage. Not much information, but I find that they make great puzzles, so I'll see if I can dig something else up about them next time I have one of their puzzles. The artist in this case is an instance where I was actually able to find a great deal of information. Sometimes that's a mystery when looking at puzzles, but not in this case. The artist's name is Jan van Haasteren. His artwork has appeared on 640 puzzles. That's of 2021. His earliest puzzles date back to 1975 and featured Popeye, if those of you old enough to remember who that is. I don't think he's on TV anymore. The scene in this puzzle, titled The Neighbors, reminds me very much of the coastal regions in Northern Europe, anything along the North Sea, and the guy's from the Netherlands, so that makes a lot of sense. But looking at the picture, honestly, it could just as easily be someplace in England. And for those of you that are old enough to remember something called Mad Magazine, this artwork reminds me a lot of scenes that were in there. They are these animated little stories in themselves. There's so many characters with so many individual things going on. I like his work. I have 2 of these puzzles, and I gave away as gifts 2 more, which I'll eventually build and put up for videos. But he has a very distinct style, and quite enjoyable, fun to build. This is a 1,000-piece puzzle, and it took 4.5 hours. The strategy is more traditional in that we started with the border. I feel like I haven't said that a lot lately, but we did get to start with the border. And then from there, it's a cartoon, right? So there's a lot of distinct images and distinct colors. So what we went for primarily was the stone walkway and the tiles in the bottom half of the puzzle. But you can't help but find other things as you're working on it. There's other things that catch your eye, other colors, other random little splotches that you end up just building at the same time. But strategy in mind, after building the walkway and the tiled section, we looked at the bright window and door frames along with the drain pipes. These are nice linear features that when you get a bunch of pieces, you start to quadrant off the puzzle into manageable sections. The other piece that stood out is there's a barrel in the middle of the puzzle that has a fire in it, and that smoky trail, for some reason those pieces were easy to find, so pulled all of those, and that kind of we'll say put a tendril through the puzzle, through the center of the puzzle of something to build. And after that, brick and fences and people, and it all just starts to kind of fall into place. The puzzle ends with the big green because while the pieces are vivid, they are the portions of the puzzle with the least amount of distinct characteristics within it. A couple little lines showing a branch or a leaf are nowhere near as easy to place as some of these other features and images that you find in it. I did find that in the greens there was enough branches to give pretty good clues, but a little bit of a hunt and peck all the way at the end. Alright, let's review the puzzle. I'm going to review the puzzle in 4 different categories on a scale of 1 to 5. The first category is the puzzle material quality itself, the paperboard. How firm is the paperboard? How well is the image bonded to it? And I'm going to give this one a 4. I will say that this particular brand I have found to be just above average consistently. So a 4 is honestly where I find these folks all the time, and It's going to sound like a strange thing, but occasionally people ask me for, hey, I want to buy a puzzle for so-and-so, and they're looking for this type of image. I usually point them to this brand name because of the quality I have found to be above average. So a 4 for the material itself. The next category is the puzzle cut quality. If you close your eyes, do the pieces just kind of fit together? Is there ever any doubt that you put it in the wrong place or in the right place? And here again, this brand, CEACO, is above average. I'm going to give them a 4 for this as well. The pieces are clean, they are cut well, they fit together very well. The rare occasion that a piece goes in a wrong spot, yeah, it's clearly your fault. It doesn't fit there. You can tell it doesn't fit there, but you think it does because of the image. The piece lets you know that no, it definitely doesn't go there. So here again, the brand name is above average. The third category is difficulty. This is a 1,000-piece puzzle. It was 4.5 hours. I did a large portion of it on my own, so I'm gonna give it a 3. We'll call it average difficulty. I kind of have to reevaluate my standings here on this because I traditionally would say an 8-hour build is average, but yeah, as things get easier as we do these daily, weekly, our definition of difficulty has changed. So 4.5 hours, I'll give it a 3. By myself, it's probably a 6-hour build, something like that. The fourth category, the most subjective of all the categories, is frameability. If I was the type of person that would seal a puzzle, preserve it, never build it again, and hang it on a wall, where would this rank on the scale? Well, again, purely my opinion. I will give this a 3. While it's not fine art, it certainly is art. I mean, this is a hand-drawn, painted image. Lots of skill required to create these images, never mind 650 of them. This guy is pretty prolific. They're, it's comedic, it's funny. Would you hang it in your living room? Probably not. But you might hang it in a man cave, kinda, sorta, or certainly kids would enjoy this as a poster because, like Mad Magazine back in the day, you would, look at all the image and look at all the subtle little things. Every character has something going on. There are 1,000 little details in these images. So that's, to me, the work of an artist, right? That you are drawn to it and you want to discuss it and look at it and want to look at it more than once. You don't just dismiss it. So frameability is going to be a 3. Alright, overall, where would I put this puzzle? Well, I have a bias towards this brand name, as it's quickly becoming one of my favorites, so I'm going to make this 4. Pretty much anything with this name on it, I know I'll build again. I enjoy them. I know that the quality is good, I know that the cut is good, and as we'll call a puzzle purist, frankly the image isn't super important. I've built ugly puzzles and beautiful puzzles and like them to different degrees, and often to me it comes down to the quality of the puzzle and how much I enjoyed working on it. I don't mind it being difficult and I don't mind it being easy, so that's not much of a factor. Overall, this is a 4. Good brand name. I would recommend them. And these are fun. I probably will track down more of them. There certainly are plenty of them. I mean, this is an old one, but this guy, even, in 2020 and 2021, is producing new puzzles with his own creative style. So I would recommend these. Be on the lookout for these on Amazon. And he actually has his own website. I put the link up for that as well. Alright, coming to the end here. Oh, Shadow just made a quick appearance on the screen. Anyways, coming to the end here, you'll see me take the puzzle apart, put the pieces in a little baggie. The edge pieces, well, the edge pieces are there to save myself a little build time on the next go round. And the big bag as well, the puzzle box, frankly, is not awesome, so they definitely need their own Ziploc bag in this case. It's not a traditional box. I'd like to thank everyone for watching these videos, taking 10 minutes out of your day, and maybe even subscribe to the channel or click the like button. Thanks again, everyone. Bye.